Hey guys, Noel here, and it is Monday night. Well, we have a little bit of free time on our hands. I thought it would be fun for us to do an anime review for the anime review section of the Noel Comics YouTube channel. Recently, it was the 40th anniversary of MTV. So, what better way to celebrate the 40th anniversary of MTV and the roughly 17 years of music they gave us out of those 40 years than with an anime that is really an homage, a love letter, a tribute to the music video style and MTV aesthetic. It is Cipher, the video. See, look, it's right there. It's Cipher, the video. This is Minako Narita's manga, shoujo manga, that was published about like a 5-year period from 1984-85 to 1989-90. I think it ended in 90 and started at the end of 84. Anywho, this was popular enough to get a very interesting OVA and a cool car commercial in Japan. And the synopsis of the story, which I haven't read the manga. The manga was published in the United States in the early 2000s and is now out of print and is now very expensive. We're talking... Kenny Lauderdale reviewed this anime famously on his YouTube channel, and he said that the mangas are going for about $100 on eBay. He did his review, I think, about a year plus ago, and I just recently checked eBay, and they're still, we're talking like between $70 and $100, at least for what I saw, for some Cipher manga. So the manga takes place in New York City. We have twin brothers, Jake and Roy. Shiva and Cipher is their kind of alter ego names. And they play the character Cipher at their high school. Only one of them. There's one Cipher that goes to their high school. And they swap places playing this, super popular, hunky, actor character in New York City. But there's this, little spunky blonde girl. She approaches the brothers, or, one of the brothers, I don't know which one. And no one knows which one because they're so identical. And she says, "I want to be your friend." Literally, that's what she says. She says, "I want to be your friend." And then she ends up, hanging out with the twins, learning about their lives, learning about their secrets, learning about their personality quirks, and all kinds of cool stuff. And the manga, which I haven't really read, again, much of, has apparently some really nice writing and character interactions and interesting plot development, dealing with both kind of hyper idealistic things about the United States, and then also some of the gritty realities of things like drug use. So that's Cipher the manga, is my understanding of it. Now, Cipher the video, which is what this is, basically substitutes communicating the plot for communicating the style of Cipher. This is going to be a series of music videos that takes really well animated clips of the manga and sets them to American top 40 music of the 1980s. Kenny Lauderdale called this the most aesthetic anime ever, and if you're looking for the aesthetic, the look and feel of the 1980s, which I was born in 1982, so I am a huge enthusiast of the 1980s. Cipher is fantastic. So right here we're hearing "Let's Hear It for the Boy" right now, playing in the background, and we're gonna get other things from like Miami Vice and Footloose. Now, I don't know if Phil Collins' song was used in Miami Vice. Phil Collins did a lot of Miami Vice music, but we're gonna get "Against the Odds" from Phil Collins, as you heard. We're gonna get Footloose. We're gonna get some Thompson twins playing with some Kamikaze. So, I want to be your friend right there. So, this anime is also spoken completely in English for authenticity purposes. And there's a review of a movie called Yasuaki Kurata's Blood Fight on my channel. And that movie is one of my all-time favorite movies. It's the unofficial Japanese sequel to Bloodsport that was filmed in Hong Kong. And Bolo Yang returned to reprise his role as Chong Li. It was great. So why am I talking about this? Because like Cipher, Blood Fight was spoken completely in English by Japanese English speakers. Yeah, there's that. So we have Roy Lang right here. So moonwalking in his pink Converse All-Stars. I gotta get myself a pair of pink Converse All-Stars. I do like Converse All-Stars. And I do like the color pink for aesthetic purposes. Actually, you can see some, my Sailor Moon LCD light is glowing in pink right now. As is my, notice the PlayStation light as well. I'm getting sidetracked. Anywho, but let's talk more about Cipher, because this is a really good anime here. So this is a 40-minute OVA, and I would say about like 65% of it is anime, and then the other remaining percent of this is behind-the-scenes footage, which is also spoken in English, by Jay Cabrera, the voice actor of Cipher. As Kenny Lauderdale, quotes from this anime right here, he's quite a guy, and he did a really good job. And he did. He does. The thing about the English language voice acting in this, and I really like this. I'm a huge fan of English, Japanese spoken English. And I studied a little bit of English as a second language as well. When you're not a native speaker, the thing that you're gonna really appreciate is clear, bold articulation and enunciation of the language. And if that comes through without a lot of stops and stutters, and it's very clear and boldly spoken, you're going to be A-okay with that, and that is what you get with here with the English voice acting in Cipher. Now, it's not just music videos that get the treatment right here, this kind of loving treatment. There's other things about American mass culture from the 1980s that get kind of the love letter treatment. This anime, by the way, came out in 1989. Work on it began in 1987. Anyway, you get things like, animated Entertainment Tonight style interviews for Winning Tough, the movie that the Cipher brothers star in. It's quite a movie. It's good stuff. Not only that, you also get some commercials like this right now. Let's watch it. Here. Turn it up a little bit.
No, it's not here, nor here. Oh!
It's the cake that bounces back, but is so luscious and heavenly soft. Packed full of taste and flavor, it's Bailey's Cake Mix.
Superbound Bailey's Cake Mix.
Super good.
Nice. I like how they also phonetically spelled sale, because phonetically it would be sale, the short A sound, S-A-L-L, but really we in English spell sale S-A-L-E. So here's the Entertainment Tonight segment right here.
Hey, your new film is about a football player.
Yeah, in high school. It's about friendship among the players and the team. Of course, love. Set in California. It's a young people's flick.
You said love. Oh, that's interesting.
Well, it's not just puppy love, that's for sure.
Have you had any experience in football?
No, but I was interested in. I took the audition because I wanted to play. Nah, not really. I like people who try hard at something. Like the hero. He had football ever since he could remember. Like a habit. Well, I've been in this world since I was real small, so I think I could understand all the troubles and joys he went through.
Oh, then it must have been pretty easy to get into the part.
Yeah. Well, I'll leave it up to your imagination as to if I'm as smart and yet exciting as he is.
Hey, how did
So,
you get along
yeah,
with your
and not only with this Entertainment Tonight style interview, we also get, the appreciation of Americana with a movie trailer that is, again, masterfully animated in Narita's style for Winning Tough. Let's actually watch it right now.
How could you?
No, you've got it wrong. I didn't mean it that way. You gotta understand.
Gotta get that emergency brake if you're parking on a hill. Oh no.
It's all a mistake. Wait! Do you know them who's to catch the ball? What's a nerd doing out on the field? He should be studying.
Yeah, that nerd should be studying, not on the field playing football.
Every object has a central force. You've got to remember. You don't catch the ball with your own strength. You use the strength of the other to stop it. Remember, Sean, don't overestimate your own strength. Winning tough.
Yeah, I would absolutely put down my hard-earned money to go watch Winning Tough on the big screen. Anyway, I feel I should note, a little bit about the sociological implications of Cipher. Now, as someone growing up as a young child in the 1980s, again, I was born in 1982, really appreciated the mass culture of the 1980s. There's some people that say, like, oh, the 80s is over-romanticized. I can tell you I don't agree with that at all. And even if I really appreciated the mass culture of the 1980s. I thought it was fun and vibrant and enjoyable. And as someone who was more cognizant of my surroundings in the 1990s growing up, I consistently gravitated toward the 1980s through things like music compilations, CD infomercials, and commercials, and even gangster rap music that used 1980s, music for backtracks, stuff from like Bad Boy Records, I tended to find the quote-unquote more faux authentic decades of the 90s or, the 60s and 70s to be, not authentic, and the 80s to be a vibrant, idealistic time filled with real creativity in terms of audio and visual mediums. Now, whereas the 80s, perfect or, like nothing's perfect, and, you could criticize, Reagan era politics or whatever, but it was, I think, really a high point in American mass culture. And despite the, bemoanings of, elitist, effete, nasal-gazing intellectuals, the 80s really did a good job of having America kind of stand for something once again, and that something would be, patriotism, idealism, prosperity, and vibrance. So that was good, and again, I didn't have a lot of money as a little kid in the 80s, but the mass culture was always something that I kind of looked to as a respite from the nonsense of the annoyances of daily life. You don't really get that anymore. Now, again, Narita is clearly an Americanophile. Other Cipher reviews have highlighted that, and you can definitely see the hyper-idealized view of the United States. And again, like, one of the reasons I like Japanese stuff so much is that they appreciate the stuff about the United States that I like more than people in the United States. And that was why I got into a lot of Japanese, that's why I kind of gravitated toward Japanese pop culture when I got the international channel. Because I was, kind of growing up in the, in the mid to late 90s where, there was some cool stuff for sure. But it lacked a lot of the stuff about the 80s that I liked, synthesizer music and sports jackets with the sleeves rolled up. And those things were still very much present in Japanese pop culture during the, even the late 1990s when I was watching an international channel. So, sometimes it takes someone from the outside looking at something to really appreciate things that people on the inside don't appreciate, and you can really see that with Cipher. Check this out here.
Shiva, come on, you're looking at some dude. Actually, his greatest fan is sitting here right beside me.
It's Alexandrite.
He's a cute boy.
The girl from this
Of
spinoff.
course I know him. I enjoy watching his movies.
Not interested.
I'm crazy about him. Let me get to meet him.
So, if anyone questions how awesome the 80s were, tell them that they're wrong, the 80s were awesome, and then if they want evidence, point them to Cipher right here. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't talk a little bit about the shoujo fan service in Cipher that is present, most notably in the ending of this, where our hunky, broad-shouldered, slender-faced twin brothers, to show their platonic affection to each other, will kiss each other on the lips, after a night of detox. So, and then have a whole bunch of dairy for breakfast, like with ice cream, topped with yogurt and raisins, and get the peanut butter. That too. So anyway, not joking. That's the ending to this, and it's fantastic. I could kind of take or leave the non-incestuous mouth kissing, but whatever. I'm not gonna joke about upstate New York and incest, so we'll just keep it classy. Anyway, until next time, guys, my name is Noel. You take care. And on a scale of 1 to 10, I just reviewed another Kenny Lauderdale reviewed anime, Twinkle Nora Rock Me, and I gave that a 7 out of 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give Cipher a 45 out of 10, because it is awesome. And because it's in English and filled with great 80s music and is just so pretty to look at, it's a great anime to either sit down and watch or to have playing in the background when you're, playing a video game, drawing your fan art and manga. It's just the best right here. So Cipher, awesome stuff. And if you go on eBay, you can actually, again, find some of the manga. It's very expensive. You do some Google image searches, you can find some really nice illustrations by Minako Narita as well. And if you want to see Minako Narita, stay tuned after the anime portion of this, and you'll get to see her kind of, doing her research. You'll notice Twin Towers, or, in a post 9/11 world, that, it really stands out. In the 1980s, the Twin Towers were a symbol of American prosperity and power. Now that gap in the skyline is a sign that Rome got sacked. Their brothers are kissing right there. There we go. But they're not gay. It says it in the manga, like explicitly. So, anywho, Thompson twins are just great stuff. Anyway, let's wrap this up because we're approaching 20 minutes. Thank you for watching the review. Until next time, my name is Noel. You take care, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the very near future for more anime review goodness in 1980s aesthetics. Bye-bye.
駆け抜けた青春フリーウェイ住友のヤングベスト2